Beers, Wines and Spirits Review. Tonight we're over to Derbyshire. Well, on the Nottinghamshire-Derbyshire border. I mean, I think it's still Nottinghamshire, to be honest, but coming from Nottingham, I would do. This is Work Is Not Wolf from Bang the Elephant, a local brewery to me, and both the blokes, absolute cracking blokes. So two blokes who do this, and you know, their perception of what they want for the brewery is absolutely ticks the boxes. It reminds me of me. It's pushing boundaries, never satisfied, pushing the boundaries, tweaking, and that's the Walt Disney way. That is the way to do it. You know, never be satisfied with what you've done. Think, how can I plus this? And if they're not happy with a beer, then they won't release it. And that's, you know, fair play to them. And they're not the only ones. Urban Chicken Ale, they did a similar sort of thing. Another Nottingham, well, on the border at Ilkeston. But again, Nottingham. I think it is, anyway. So it says here, there is an old Russian proverb: work is not a wolf. It won't run away to the forest. It means that whatever work you need to do, it'll still be there tomorrow. So why not have a beer instead? Nostrovia. And subvert the stereotype. Yeah, so Bailey, Unit 14, Bailey Brook Business Park, Amber Drive, Langley Mill, Derbyshire, NG16, Nottingham postcode. Why in Derbyshire is there a Nottingham postcode? I tell you what, it annoys me with postcodes. It's really strange because my brother, he lives 12.6% as well. Oh, decent strength. He lives in Nottinghamshire, but oh shoot, that's splattered out. What have me leg? He lives in Nottinghamshire. Ugh. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Not done my new trousers any good, but it smells nice. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Creamy goodness. Full on. Wrap your teeth around that. So, black pour. Dark tan head. Bloody hell, massive chocolate on the nose there. Chocolate. I'd lick my hands, but it looks wrong on camera. Do I care? No, I never did. Never did. But yeah, beautiful looking beer. And this is why I went to the brewery. One, I wanted to see the brewery because I'm a nosy get. And two Shires cideries across the road as well. So two birds, one stone. If you're ever in that area of Nottingham, especially if you live local, go and see these people. Message them before, see if they're actually at work on a Saturday or Sunday. And see if someone's there, go down, go and spend some money, go and buy some beers, have a chat, and you'll realise what top class little breweries these are. That's Bang the Elephant and Two Shires Cidery. Tell you what, doing some good stuff for the, you know, the local beer communities. Now these people have just released a gorgeous looking strawberry beer on draft. And I don't know where it is. So I'm hoping to God I can actually get my backside down somewhere and get a beer of it. There's a Nottingham Beer Festival next week at the Arboretum. I'm not going to it because one, the Arboretum looks a right shed compared to what it used to be. Vocation Brewery, other breweries are going to be there, and it's sad really not to go while these big breweries are there. But yeah, it's I don't want to see certain people who've ruined the park, and it's like you know, that park to me holds a lot of memories. Met my wife there, lived most of my life on that park. I was Mr. Arboretum, not in a bodybuilding way or like that, but gardening way. Oh shoot, just a couple of dropped a couple of bits on the floor. Anyway, let's crack on. Nearly 5 minutes in, I didn't have a swallow yet. Oh, coffee, chocolate. Whoa. very boozy. Very nice. Oh. And if you watch the last review I've just done, or if you haven't, I did the Old Tom challenge, and I was sick afterwards because eating food and then drinking 7 of the same, that rich maltiness just wiped me out. And my throat's been bad since then, coughing. And today I've gone through all the elements of Corona, and I tell you what, I really, because I suffer with anxiety, I can make myself, this is where your mind is dangerous, because I can make myself think that I've got something, and I'll get all the symptoms, and it's scary. You know, I do say though, if you do get the symptoms, go and get yourself sorted out. You know, the quicker the better. You know, there are stuff out there like the steroids, getting yourself flipping jabbed up. You know, one never knows. One never knows. And you know, tonight I was sitting in the front room, and I was panicking, genuinely panicking. Not in the year and a half or thereabouts since coronavirus has been a thing. Although we had all the symptoms in the December when my family were over from America. So, not in this whole time of Corona I've had any of the Corona symptoms. And maybe it's in my head, I don't know, not 100%. But I tell you what, this afternoon it scared the bejesus out of me, and really worrying. And it just goes to show you. Now, for some people it won't bother them, but for other people, and what you've got to realise is, if you think you've got something, and luckily that's still fermenting quite nicely. That is. Come on, you. Wait. Wakey. Before falling asleep, you've got some fermentation to do. I'm going to give it a rattle. But yeah, it's scary times. Anyway, back to Bang the Elephant. It's looking like sometime in August, was it September? I'm not sure. When the breweries in Nottingham, and I think it's going to be at Bang the Elephant's Brewery, are brewing the beer for the Robin Hood Beer Festival. So the official beer of the beer festival, an ESB, an extra special bitter. And I understand this now from a mass selling point of view, that you've got to have a beer that is going to be for the masses. Imperial stouts, as good as they are, aren't for the masses. They are for the population who likes the strong stuff. The vast majority of the population drink beers in that 3 to 5% area, which is why a lot of the time it's catered for that area, rightly or wrongly, you know. The aroma on this is just divine. So the two people behind the brewery, Michael Shipman, Nigel Patton, got it, I've got your names right. If I don't, I'm looking right, Burke. But yeah, another cracking beer, lads, cracking. Can't wait to pop along to the brewery one day. And like I did this week with Lincoln Green, being there for when they brew a beer. You know, for me, it's a thing. And to be able to take videos of it as well. I didn't at Lincoln Green this week. I felt a bit, what's the word, daft, maybe. But to be able to take videos and let people see how a beer is made, and the processes, the cleanliness and all that. And it's a really interesting thing. It doesn't go off enough in the brewing world. Obviously, if there's trade secrets, something that's done that not other breweries do, fair play. I get that, you know, you can't be doing that. But to brew beers and you know, making great beers, and it's great, you know, for me. Whoa, this is a boozy little fella, this is. Sleep well tonight. Then again, I need to, because what happened last night? Went to bed. After all the beers yesterday, watched the England match. Wasn't the England match awesome? Let's talk England for a few minutes. Oh my gosh. I thought we did well against Germany. I don't think we was ever in any struggle. And to be honest, the only match where they did their homework on us and defeated us, technically, was the Scottish match. So fair play to Scotland. They know the English players more than anybody else in the world. But since then, the teams, I mean, I thought Ukraine were going to be quite a struggle last night. And we gave them a right pasting, a right good and proper pasting. And do we believe? I do think Denmark are going to be quite the challenge. Spain versus Italy gets rid of one of the biggies, because that's a final all day long on paper. Spain versus Italy. Can we beat the 3 teams left? Yes. Yeah, no shadow of a doubt. At our best, we are quite capable of beating any of them. Can we do it? Let's hope so. We deserve it. We're ready. You know, all these teams, Denmark have won the Euros, Spain, Italy have. So we're the biggest team not to have won the Euros. So be great for our lads. And I'm just so can't wait. I will be doing some sort of live half-time review. I'm not going to do it when the football's on, because people want to watch football. But a live half-time job, a live after 20 minutes after the match, just for a chat, commiserations, or maybe flipping congratulations. We'll see how it goes, Oh, 12 minutes in. So, gotta say, it's certainly hitting home. It's certainly stained my jeans as well. Going forward for Wraggys Beer Review channel, obviously everyone's got a reason for having a review channel. I presume so anyway, unless it's just to get drunk, which is a valid reason. But you know, talking about beers, talking about your local breweries, for me, it's what makes it for me. I'm so proud of the local, and I'm conscious about my reviews. If I come across a beer that's not to my liking, and it's going to happen. And this is something to, you know, the other beer reviewers out there, and to people in general, really. There's a way of saying something which you still get your point across, but you're not absolutely destroying a brand. And I do watch other beer reviewers, and I don't do the dramatisation. I don't, well, maybe once or twice in 2,000 odd reviews, you know, but on the whole, I don't do the dramatisation. I know certain beer reviewers do, and we must be mindful of the fact that reputations can be destroyed, and if it's a mega company, I suppose it's not a big issue to them. They probably don't care less what you think. But if it's a small brewery, a nano brewery, then that can be quite the issue. And like I say, I'll give you an example. There's a great brewery near me called Totally Brewed. Fantastic brewery. And I had one of their beers and it was oxidised. And I didn't even know about oxidisation. You know, it just looked a funny colour to me. Tasted amazing. And I actually messaged them after the review. I did a live review, so there's nothing I can do. Once it's live doing a review, unless I know beforehand to pull the beer, then I would do. But this was a live review and it didn't look right. And everyone was commenting. I says, look, I've never had an issue with these fellas. And I've never had one since either. And so I actually messaged them straight away. They says to me, "Thank you for that. We'll watch your review." And they did. They went down the brewery, and they opened a load of cans, and I hope they drank them. It's a shame to pour them away. And it was just the fact that it was a one-off. Funnily enough, I never did get the spare can that said they was going to send me, and the extra can. You know, I will mention it to them if I ever see them. I'll say, "You didn't give me that spare can." But you know, it's not a big issue. The beer in itself is really good, and you have to be careful what you say. You know, there's reviewing beers, and there's doing it right, and then there's being careful. You know, these are people. Some of these people have put all their money into beers. I mean, if it's absolutely bloody rancid, fair dues. But you must always remember that it's only one person's opinion at the end of the day. And if you're a beer reviewer with, say, 50,000 subscribers or a lot of subscribers, you can do a lot of damage to brands for those people that watch your channel at least. Which is why I'll review the beer, but be right in doing it. You know, I'll pick out, if I can't get something, I'll say I can't get it. As for this, oh my gosh, it's bloody beautiful. Imperial Russian Stout. Work is not a wolf. Exactly. I've got a shed load of work to do on my garden. Tomorrow, if it's dry, when I come home, I'm going to blast through the work. I've got a hot tub to repair. I've got a greenhouse to do some work on to repair. Loads of seeds to sow. A garden to weed. And then catching up on social media with doing beer reviews. And not only that, I've got the wife and the kids. Because, you know, I'm a family man. And as has been pointed out to me this week, you know, too many beer reviews, too much sitting down the shed's not good. And yeah, it gave me I've had the realisation sometimes that, you know, I need to, there's focusing on the elements of life where you need to focus. We all have them things, you know. Sometimes you hit a bump in the road and you have to correct that bump. Are you big enough to correct that bump? And to everyone out there, really, if you're watching this, still watching this, listening to me talk rubbish, but you know, the best of us in life are the ones that look at ourselves and can see the issues within. And you look at yourself, can you see what your issues are? I know 100% that I drink a little bit too much. Even forgetting about beer reviews, outside of beer reviews, drinking a bit too much. I understand that, and I've took action to calm it down, and I have. In the last week, I've calmed it right down. Not easy to go to sleep. I do need to get some sleeping tablets. I've got a mate for that. Keith, sort me out. But yeah, anyway, 1 minute left, 20-minute klaxon. I dare not go over that. So, coffee, chocolate, boozy. Fucking drop some again. That pissed me off. Oh, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love these guys. In a non-gay way, obviously. But I love what these fellas do. And as I do with a lot of them local breweries, you know, the ones that, and these fellas, what I love about these, they've actually, on social media, they respond, we have a chat, and, you know, I love all that. It's great. Bit of interaction both ways between companies and people who review your beer. It's a great thing. Out of 5 for me, all day long, a 4.6 out of 5, an amazing beer. Would I drink it again? Hell yes. Will I see it again? I don't know. It's whether they brew it again. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.